doing great things.
It's a club.
And ladies sing it loud and proud. And,
That they do.
Wow.
Wow.
That's what I'll say.
Yes.
What is your travels from Canada to around the globe? How has it treated you?
Oh, I'm truly blessed. I've been able to do so many great things. I mean, like you said, coming from Toronto, Canada, where I'm from, and just, recording the album all over the world, and now, with the album being released, being overseas as well as being here in the States, touring, and and I mean, it hasn't been easy. It's been a lot of hard work.
Right.
I've been working so hard, but I mean, when great things happen, people love your music, they buy your album, you get a number one record, a Grammy nomination,
right.
NAACP award, you get to come down and do a show at the House of Blues in New Orleans, your own show. It's a blessing, and it really makes you feel like all the sacrifice and hard work is really
So Canada has become a little hotbed of artists lately,
yeah,
huh?
we've been hot for a while, but I mean, like, there's a lot of talent up there. Just right now, there's a few of us that are just hitting all at once.
Drake and Cardinal Offishall.
That's right, who are both good friends of mine. Shout outs to them.
Okay. Any collaborative works with those guys?
Cardi and I have done a lot of work together, actually, in the past. And then Drake and I have also used to do music together too. So now it's just kind of catching up with each other again, so we can do something on our out project, our release project.
A lot of folks probably think you just sprung up out of nowhere, but you've been doing this for a minute.
Yeah.
So what's your story?
What is my story?
Where did you start? What was your breaking point? And how'd you get here?
Okay. This is a really long story, but I'll try to keep it short. So I'm from Toronto, Canada. I met my executive producer for my production company, Title IX, just after high school. And we started developing the project down here in the States. Did a lot of, development work where I worked with a lot of different producers to figure out what it was that I wanted to do, what I didn't want to do, most importantly. And once I started to really carve my sound, I started working with Andrea Martin, who's an amazing songwriter and producer, who's written for Monica, En Vogue, Leona Lewis, SWV, Angie Stone, you name it. Etc. And now working with Melody Diana. So we really just decided that we were going to craft this unique classic soul sound. I met with all the major labels in 2007, got my deal with SRC, Universal Motown, and then I got stuck in Canada without a work visa. So I was trapped in Canada, I couldn't come back to the States, and then I got all my paperwork sorted out, and then 2008, came back down, finished the album, went on tour with Kanye West, released the first single February 2009, and the rest is history.
So you worked with Steve Rifkin.
Steve is the man.
A lot of folks don't realize he crafted that whole Wu-Tang thing back in the days.
Terror Squad, Mobb Deep,
David Banner,
Akon.
Yeah. It's good folks to work with.
Great folks, and the thing about Steve is that, all the labels that I went to, they were really interested, but what Steve had was a passion that matched my own for the project, and what he didn't want to do was change me, and that was why SRC Universal was the best home for me, just because I would have hated to have been at a label where they signed me, and then what I put out was not who I was.
Now, you said you had a list of things you did not want to do with your project.
Yeah.
Like, what are some of those taboo things that you were not willing to do?
I was not willing to sing music that was not relative to real life. Things that I couldn't relate to. Things that, in my opinion, are shallow. I appreciate music with depth and stories with meaning, and I feel like the best way to connect with people is to give them something they can celebrate for a lifetime, and not just for right this moment. And that's just my feeling on who I am. And so I didn't want to, make my music about sexuality or, just,
And the sexuality thing kind of
a gimmick.
Got blown out lately in R&B. It just seems like this is just
cool.
The rubber band is very stretched right now.
Very stretched. It's okay. Sexy doesn't last forever. But classic music does.
Say that then! So do you write all your own material or some of it 50-50?
Yeah, definitely. I'm definitely a writer. I have my own publishing deal. I've written on this album, absolutely, for myself and for other artists like Rihanna as well. But on this album particularly, it was the first time ever working with a songwriter, and Andrea Martin and I, she is just like, every artist, I mean, you find your soulmate in real life. Like in my musical career, Andrea Martin is my musical soulmate. I mean, our vision for music, her creativity, her experience has just taught me so much and taken me to another level. And it was the best experience, I think, for me as an artist and just for my career, to have somebody take me under their wing and say, this is how you do this. Let's create something. Let's build something together. And I always feel two great minds are better than one. So. Good.
Got Melanie Fiona in studio. I was watching some video clips actually before It Kills Me dropped.
Yeah.
I guess that was when you were here in November or maybe it was in October or something like that.
Yeah.
And I saw you doing a lot of stuff with some school kids.
Oh, yeah.
So you working with them to teach them the business or?
Well, you know, I did like a college run, and I feel it's very important as an artist that you have to give back. And one of the most important things I always feel is to keep it real with these people who are interested in the music industry. You know, I do a lot of things with Grammy U Foundation, and I'm always open to answer questions about the music industry just because I always feel like you cannot come into this industry blinded. You cannot come in, you know, knowing, you know, with the smoke and mirrors
right.
and think that that's what it is. There's so much more to it. It is a business. You need to educate yourself. So it's very important for me to be able to give that back.
Now, It Kills Me.
It Kills You.
The single.
The single.
Women have gravitated toward this song. Tell me about the thought process when you devised this piece of art here.
Piece of art. Well, how can I put this lightly? You know what? I was in a rough relationship at a time in my life that left me devastated and heartbroken, and definitely involved all the back and forth, and I want to stay, but I should go, and I love him, but I hate him, and It Kills Me came at the perfect time in my life to really express myself through that record, and I feel like it was perfect, and I really do believe everything happens with purpose, and that song just allowed me to express my pain, my feelings, my emotions very passionately,
right.
and I think that at the time I didn't even recognize what it was going to be for me, and
right.
it eventually just became an anthem.
And women, I think, like it because it's real music,
It's
like
real.
you said. They have experienced it.
It's real music.
Some fellas too.
And dude, there's two sides to this story. Because you have the women who are like, oh my gosh, girl, you're singing my song. This is what I go through. Then you have the guys that are like, aha, I got to her like that. Stroking his ego. And then you've got a bunch of people who are like, well, this song is very, you know, it's weak. It's a weak song. And my counter to that is that you're not always strong in life. You're going to go through things that are going to break you down to build you back up.
Right,
and
right.
It Kills Me is definitely that vulnerable situation that people sometimes are afraid to talk about and afraid to admit that they've been through. And I know that I was definitely that type of young woman, and just now having been and surviving that type of situation has allowed me to say, you know what, it's a time, you have to accept it, you have to talk about it, you have to move on from it too.
So fellas and inquiring mind guys out there want to know,
oh Lord,
have you moved on from that relationship and are you a single woman now?
I'm an international woman now.
She's a player.
I'm an international woman now. I've just got so many great things going on that I've been fortunate to meet a lot of great people, and I'm in no rush to I'm in no rush to how can I say, to find myself in a situation again that's not sure. So
right.
I just take my time and make sure that whatever's going to come my way is going to be the right situation.
It's tough with this business
it's
too.
It's very tough.
Yeah,
it's very, so if they're, you know, I don't know. The men want to know, but can the men hang is the question with a girl. Now, that's the question.
Such a big ego.
Yeah, big ego.
Last night, House of Blues had Robin Thicke. He turned it out. Tonight, part 2, Melanie Fiona stepping up to do her thing. Everybody's going to be in the house because they've been waiting for you to return.
Yes.
My girl's going to be opening up for you tonight, Courtney Hart from New Orleans. She's incredible talent as well.
Courtney Hart, I just saw a poster for her.
She's great. She's great. Young and great. So,
love it. Looking forward to it.
And tonight you're going to get it in, so we can't. Maybe you can play the bounce version at the show.
Oh my gosh.
They will go bananas. I guarantee.
I gotta get that.
Okay, we're gonna get that for you. We're gonna get that for you. Melanie Fiona, thanks for stopping by.
Absolutely. You're gonna be at the show tonight?
Yeah, I'll be there.
Good.
I need to know website information. Where can people get to you if they want to send you fan mail or get more info about Melanie Fiona?
Right there, MelanieFiona.com, MELANIEFIONA. FIONA. Not Verona.
I've heard some Veronas.
I always get Verona.
I've heard a whole bunch of them.
But MelanieFiona.com. You can check me out on Twitter at MelanieFiona, and then YouTube, Melanie Fiona TV, Facebook, MySpace, all of the above. And hit me up. You can find everything you need to know right
I'm going to
there.
have to follow you on Twitter.
Yes.
See what's going on with you.
Be my sweetheart.
Yeah. Oh, that's so beautiful!
Isn't it?
We got to take a look at traffic in a minute, but everybody make sure to be at the House of Blues tonight because it's definitely going to be going down. She got her sunships. Oh.
Sunship.
Hey, and one last thing. What are those little hearts on your wrist?
Oh my gosh, you could see them?
Is that like?
This is a real one.
Is that a real tattoo?
This is a real
or?
tattoo. This is my fake one. I had a silver Sharpie and I was feeling very tired, and I just brand myself with hearts sometimes.
Okay.
Yeah, but I'll tell you this one. This one of my is actually a purple heart. I tattooed it on my wrist, on my sleeve. It is my mic hand, and it's for many purposes. It's so my fans and people know I wear my heart on my sleeve. That's how I'm able to do what I do. And it's purple because I've been through a lot, and I'm stronger and I'm better for it, and it takes a lot of courage to do what I do. So every time I'm having a weak moment, I remind myself I've earned a purple heart. I can keep going.
You did it yourself?
No.
It's a jailhouse tattoo?
It's a jailhouse. Yeah, I got some grapes and some dye.
We're going to leave that alone. Thank you for stopping by, darling.
Thank you. See you later.
Melody Fiona.
Okay, wow.